Hey kids, in today's video I'm going to be doing a detailed makeup tutorial for you guys that refuse to learn how to do makeup. I don't know why. I learned makeup on YouTube, so I feel like you could also learn makeup on YouTube. You're not dumb, okay? First of all, you want to start your skin prep. I already said that you just need to go in with your normal skincare routine and then get moisturizer. And this is the moisturizer that I use. I don't know how everybody else does it, but I do my eyebrows first, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do my eyebrows first, and I grab a brush like this. That is fully at one end, and then the other side is angled. So when you want to do your brows, get your edge wax, your edge control, your gel. So I grab my edge control, which is like a dark colored one. I just put that on my brows to slick it down. I'm going to brush my eyebrows and just arc them. Anything when you do, they must comment it. You like drop something and it just disappears. You just take your brow pencil and you just want to fill in the parts that need to be filled in. But my people then go say I don't want buy, I don't want die, I don't want payment, I want enjoy, I want job life, I want buy motor. This is how my brows are looking. You're not going to brush the brows again. You don't want it to look harsh, so you just want to brush them so they look fluffy and doesn't look like you actually added pins, so it just looks like it's your natural brow. But if you have thinner brows, you actually want to outline the shape of the brows that you want, and then use a sharper pencil to draw in false brow hairs. So next thing you want to do is you grab that concealer. I'll put the shade of the concealer that I'm using on the screen, and then you grab your concealer with that angled part of your brush and just go back and forth on both sides of the brush, and then go on your hand a bit. Your hand has to be messy when you're done. You just want to take your brush this way, and then you want to go. I want your life, I want buy motor, I want build house, I still want to know. What's it gonna be? You can use a brush for this, or you just use a little beauty blender. Little beauty blender, just blend out the concealer. You don't want your beauty blender to be dry while you're doing this, so you want to put like some setting mist. You just want to damp it. You can even use water, like it's not really that big of a deal. But I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me, my Poreless Instant Matte Setting Spray. I'm just going to spray that on the brush. Also a Maybelline brush. I have this from this case that they have. I have this brush. I'm just going to blend out that. You don't want it to be wet, so I'm just clean my hand, and then I'm going to blend out that concealer that was there. Alright, so I'm done with my brows now. I'm not done, but I'll show you the next step. The next thing I do is that I grab my foundation, like my exact foundation shade. So I grab my exact foundation shade, and this is what I'm going to use to draw out the top part of my brow. So I'm going to grab that same brush, that angled brush that I used the first time. And I'm just going to go back and forth on the brush. I'm going to go back and forth on my hand. I don't want to pick up too much product. I don't want it to build up. So I'm going to grab my mirror again because I can't see. And then I'm going to go on top of the brow. And I'm just going to carve out the shape that I want on both sides. This is the shape that I want, so that is what I'm going to do. So then I'm going to grab the beauty blender to reduce the lighting a little bit. It's my brows. They are not looking like harsh, even in normal lighting. So turn my light back on, and I'm going to blend that top part out. I can't see. I don't know why I'm even. Yeah, this is how my brows are looking. Very, very natural. They are not looking too harsh. They are okay. Alright. Next thing I'm going to do now, since I've done our brows, I would usually just go in and do my eye look first. Since this is a beginner-friendly look, we're just going to take this, it doesn't have a name. The name is gone. I'm going to take this eyeshadow palette, and you can see I'm using this brown a lot. Before you even use eyeshadow on your eyelids are also part of your face, so they will produce oil. You're going to grab your powder. It doesn't have to be your face powder. This is the powder I used to set my makeup. It's Top Black Opal finishing powder. It's just any brown powder. I just take the flat part of this beauty blender and I'll tap that into the powder, and then I'll brush that on my hand, and I'll just close my eyelid and pat that into my eyelid. Okay, so now that I have put the powder on my eyelid, we're going to use that as a base, basically like an eyeshadow primer for the next step. So I'm going to grab my eyeshadow. I'm going to grab an eyeshadow brush. It's usually a fluffy brush. Yeah, chaos is going on. So I'll just tap into that, those shades, these two shades. Right? The mixture of them usually gives me the perfect brown shade. So I'm just going to tap into that, and I'm going to take that and start at the outer corner and just come in and go swiping like this. Make sure you dust off excess. You don't want too much on your eyelid. I don't look like a goddamn clown. Now that that is done, the next thing you're going to move on to your face. You can do eyeliner if you want to do eyeliner. You can do lashes if you want to do lashes. I'm not doing lashes. So the next thing you want to do is you want to grab your primer, and then you take your primer and then you put that on your face, away from your under eye, because that's where your concealer is going to go. I don't want to have build up, so you're just going to put this on your face. Oops, girl, don't do that. Don't try it. So now that that is going on, we want the primer to dry up. I'm going to go in next with concealer. I use a foundation as my concealer because that is what works for me. I haven't found a concealer that is good for me. The concealer that I had that worked for me, somebody stole it. So I use this foundation. The foundation I use is Tara Flawless foundation. I just pop that out, and then I'll go in with that same angled brush because it has my concealer on it already. So what's the point? I just take a little bit of concealer, go back and forth on my hand because you don't want to put too much product, and then I just go in my inner corner. You know, like you want it brighter under eye, you get more dramatic with it. You know, you get more concealer. You use a brighter shade, but this is the concealer that I use. Let it sit for a while. Okay. So the next thing now is to apply my foundation. That is what I do while I let my concealer sit. So this is the foundation that I use. It's NW46. That is what I use. So I'm going to grab a brush from that Maybelline case that I showed you guys before. This brush from that case, and I'm just going to apply it on your face. I love this foundation because this is my exact shade, like exact shade. I'm going to grab my beauty blender. My beauty blender is dirty, so I don't want to show you. So I'm going to spray. I'm going to spray setting mist on it or water. You want it to be damp, not soaking wet, okay? If you're soaking wet, it's going to pick up the product, okay? I'm going to pat your foundation. No, don't drag it, just pat it. I'm done blending my foundation. As you can see, it's my perfect shade. It looks so good. So now that I'm done blending my foundation, it's time to blend out this concealer that I have under my eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and start that. So I'm going to pick it and take it out. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. It's not cute. I'm gonna make faces, okay? I'm gonna make faces. If you're making those faces, I know you're doing it right. It's not cute. Let it look seamless, okay? You can just get your concealer, put down the back of your hand like this, like a little bit, or you can just apply it directly with the brush that we used before. Just take a little bit, go back and forth because you don't want to lose too much. You're a beginner, calm down. So you're going to put a little bit on your chin, as well, right there. I don't let it sit. I don't let it sit at all. Like you just want to do a simple look. Don't let it sit. Do it immediately. Just blend it out. Go in, blend that thing out. Stay in that place. Don't go and highlight your whole garden chin. Okay? That right there, right here. To be honest, you just want to blend it. Stay in place. You want your forehead to look bad. It's literally the center of your face. The bridge of our nose. So you're just going to go in right there, like straight. Don't think too much. I'm going to let that one sit for a little while because you like your nose to be popping, you know, you want it to look good. While that is going on, I'm going to go in with blush right here and here. Anyway, so I'm going to get your blush. This is my blush. I'll put this blush I'm using on the screen. So you're just going to take your blush. You can decide to put your blush on your hand and then take a beauty blender. Sorry, put your blush on your hand and then take a beauty blender and like go in, tap it in, and then firstly go like this. You can also just decide to put it directly on your face, but since I'm teaching you as a beginner, I'm going to put it on my hand right here. Really hope you can see me. That's the blush I want to use. You're going to tap in your beauty blender. This is a small beauty blender that I'm using. You tap in that beauty blender into the blush. And you're going to apply it here. What do you call it? The apple of your cheek? Yeah. I'm not a beauty blender fan because it just ends up sucking on my product. Like, all that blush is gone now. But that is how you would apply it with a beauty blender, okay? If not, just apply your blush directly to your face and then you just blend. I really advise to use a beauty blender because if you actually end up making a mistake, it's easier to come with a beauty blender and fix that problem, because then it ends up helping you suck up some product. If not, get that brush there and blush them cheeks. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to apply that powder that we used in the beginning for the eyeshadow. I'm going to apply that. I also get as much powder as I need. I'll show you what I get out. Some powder out, soft powder thing. I'm just going to dip it into the powder. I'm going to fold it into two, and then I'm going to sweep that across my hand so you don't have too much powder. I'm going to dip that back and tip a little bit too much off. I'm going to put that on the under eye. You want to get to where the blush is too. You just want to set everything so that everything looks seamless, like so that everything just comes together. Okay, so I'm going to do that for the other side too. So you're going to apply the powder to everywhere you apply the concealer. Remember, I'm not blending this one out. So now that I have my powder on everywhere that I applied my concealer, I'm going to grab my Tara powder. I'll put the powder I'm using on the screen. I'll put my powder, which is like my foundation powder. I'm just going to dip this brush into it. It's very dense, fluffy brush. I'm going to dip it into it and dab off the excess, and I'm going to apply that to everywhere we put foundation. Right, so I put my powder on. My face is looking a little bit more put together. This one is still on. I'm going to grab this type of brush. This one is like an old brush set that I bought when I first started makeup for real. I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to apply the powder on my face. Okay, so it's been a little bit like just 2 minutes. I just let powder for 2 minutes. So I'm going to take my mirror and I'm just going to brush away the powder. Just swiftly, like softly. I forgot to put powder on my forehead, like did not tell me. But it's fine. I can put it right now. I'll just press it in. You want to go a step further, apply powder blush, you can do that. Since I already put a good amount of blush on, so I'm not going to do that. This is probably my favorite makeup product ever, because I found it in my mom's makeup stash. So she has this MAC highlight. I'll put it on the screen. I love it so much. It's the golden bronze. I'll just put it on the screen. I'll put the name and the product on the screen. So I'm just going to open that up. I don't usually open it up like audio, like on the sides. Like, I don't know how to explain. Like, I just love this product so much. So what I do is I take my fan brush. Do we still use fan brushes? I take my fan brush. My fan brush is like, try and get in here. I don't know if you can see the way it's right on my face. Can you see that? Like, it looks so good. Now dust that off. And now my face. Can you see it? and go on my nose. So I'm basically done with my face. Now I'm going to move on to my favorite part, which is lips, because I don't know, it's just my favorite part. So I'm going to grab my pencil, which is one I also use for my brows, and I'm going to grab my mirror, and then I'm going to line my lips. I can go in with my MAC lipstick, which is in the shade Kinda Sexy. So I'm going to grab a lip brush because I broke my lipstick. So this is the brush I'm going to use for my lips. Okay? And then I go in with my lip glaze from CapCut. This is in the shade Bitter Sweet. So I'm just going to go in with that on top of that lipstick. Because who doesn't love big glossy lip? After that, you just want to go in with lip gloss and you are done. I'm just going with lip gloss right now. And I'm done. So enemies really don't want to learn how to do makeup this year, because why did storage full come at the end of the video? So what I was saying, before you did your eyeliner and your mascara, you would have used setting spray, right? Don't mind me. If you just started, if you have not gotten a setting, even if you have gotten a setting spray, straight away, get this setting spray. It's not gonna move. You're going to set your face. So yeah, I didn't spray a lot because I'm going to sleep, girl. I don't have all the time in the world to be spraying myself. So yes, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. You made it to this part of the video. Comment a pink heart. I love you so much. Yes, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. You know that I was there for you.